Spain have not lost a game this tournament that they controlled. But they have never had to control this many minutes against this much urgency. The dangerous part is not Rodri's passing. It's the half second after he gives the ball away. Because in that half second, Argentina do not need possession. They only need one lane. And Spain's midfield fix, the one that made them look complete, might be the reason that lane opens. Here's the story everyone is telling before this final. Spain arrived with the most complete midfield in the tournament. Rodri, back from a serious injury, controlling the tempo like nothing happened. Fabián Ruiz stepping in alongside him, giving the team balance it didn't always have in earlier rounds. The result? 1 goal conceded in 7 games. World-class attackers, like Mbappe and Dembélé neutralized in the semi-final without ever looking dangerous. On paper, this is the tightest defensive structure left in the tournament. That story is true. But it is not the whole story. Here is the crack underneath it. Fabián Ruiz did not come in to make Spain faster. He came in to make them more stable. That's a trade. Every system that trades speed for balance pays for it somewhere. For Spain, the payment shows up in transition, the 1 or 2 seconds right after they lose the ball in midfield. Rodri is excellent at recovering position. But recovering position and recovering time are different things. When the ball turns over near the center circle, Spain's shape needs a beat to reset. Argentina do not need to break the whole structure. They need that one beat. And that is what makes this so dangerous. Spain can be right for 89 minutes. They can dominate the ball, win the territory, keep Argentina away from long spells of pressure. But transition does not care who controlled the match. It only cares who is facing the right way when the ball changes color. This is not a weakness that shows up against teams who build slowly. It's a weakness that shows up against teams built entirely around speed of thought, which is exactly what Argentina's front line is. You can see the shape of this problem in how Argentina reached this final in the first place. Against England, they were behind. Not comfortable. Not controlling the game. And the position that mattered was not a sprint down the wing. It was Messi finding one pocket of space between lines. Once, at the moment England's structure had already shifted to protect a lead. From there, 2 things happened fast. Enzo Fernandez turned that pocket into a finish. Then Lautaro Martinez turned the second opening into the winner. Neither goal came from overwhelming pressure. Both came from Argentina needing exactly one moment of disorganization, and getting it. Spain's disorganization risk is different in cause. England's came from a scoreline. Spain's would come from a system trade. But the shape of the danger is the same. A brief window. A good decision inside it. And the rest doesn't matter. That's the pattern Spain has to defend against on Sunday. Not a wave of pressure, but one clean red. The strongest objection to this. Spain haven't actually been caught this way all tournament. Their record says the balance is working, not costing them. That's fair. A defense that's conceded 1 goal in 7 matches isn't hiding an obvious flaw. Laporte and Cubarsí have been excellent, and Cucurella and Porro give Spain control on both sides of the pitch. But every one of those games came against opponents who didn't have Argentina's specific tool. A player who only needs one clean half second to turn it into a goal. Spain hasn't faced this exact threat yet. That's not proof the crack exists. It's proof it hasn't been tested. And that is why the final is different. A league game gives you time to correct the pattern. A normal knockout game gives you time to survive one warning sign. But a final against Argentina may not give Spain a warning sign at all. The first time the lane opens might also be the only time Argentina need. So where does this actually break, if it breaks at all? Watch the moment right after Spain loses the ball in the middle third, not the flanks, the middle. If Rodri and Fabián Ruiz are both drawn toward the ball at the same time, that's the beat Argentina needs. One pass forward. Messi drops into the space behind Spain's first press line. And the picture changes before Spain's back line has finished adjusting its shape. It likely won't happen more than once or twice in 90 minutes. But finals are usually decided by exactly that. One clean sequence a defense wasn't quite set for. If Spain's midfield reset is a beat too slow just once, this final stops being a possession contest and becomes the exact kind of broken structure moment Argentina have built their entire tournament around. And that is the brutal part. Spain's strength is control. Argentina's strength is the 1 second after control disappears. If that 1 second happens in the center of the pitch, the final can flip before Spain even realizes the game has changed. Lab verdict. Spain's midfield is the best version of itself this tournament, and that same balance is what creates the one window Argentina are built to punish. Here's the question worth arguing about. Does Spain's discipline hold for 90 minutes against a team that only needs one mistake? Or does one clean transition decide the World Cup? Drop your read in the comments. Subscribe for one match, one hidden tactical reason, and one brutal consequence. See you in the next one.